Hey guys, it's Krista, and I thought I would do some book thoughts on Bump by mccafferty. This is the first book that I've read in a long time that got me thinking a lot about stuff. I've actually been thinking so hard about it that I have caused myself to get a headache. So, I tried to do this review once already and was rambling way too much, so I apologize if I run into that again. This is one of the most difficult books that I've ever had to try to develop some sort of review on or thoughts on. It was difficult, and it took me a couple of days to try to think of what I could say about it, and I'm not alone. I saw some other Goodreads reviews that felt the same way. It was very hard to rate. I had a hard time reading it. So let me jump in with some of my thoughts. First off, I watched the video, Megan, which was also on Goodreads. She is talking about how, she got the thought process to write the story. And it's built around, like MTV show 16 and Pregnant. And what it made me think of was the Lifetime movie that I saw based on a real story, 16 and Pregnant. I'm sorry, The Pregnancy Pact. And it got me thinking about that movie as well. So, it's about twins. They're 16 years old and they're meeting for the first time. Megan, Harmony and Melody. And they're meeting for the first time, and one of them was brought up in a religious community setting, and one of them was brought up, I don't know how else to say it, but besides normal, it's the way that the majority of the girls are being brought up these days. And the women stop having children young in life, and I can't remember if it's 18 or 20, but really young, they stop having children. So they are looking to the younger girls to have the children. So it becomes a huge business. There's contracts written up, there's buying and selling and trading and all of anything that you can think of with a business deals going on here. People getting I don't know the right words here. It's so hard to think of the right words to say. Things that go along with money. You become needy, you become, what's the right word? Panicked. So anyway, I knew I was going to start rambling. This was so hard. So hard. I think what made it kind of harder was the whole religious part. I mean, like 50% of the book has religious things brought up into it because that's the way that she was raised, and each chapter switches from each girl's point of view. So pretty much every time it's written from Harmony, I don't know, I'm sorry, point of view, we see this religious things brought up into it. We even see Bible quotes. We see all kinds of things. And I think anytime you bring religious into a book, or any kind of topic or discussion, people are very passionate about that kind of stuff. And this is just one of those things that I was just kind of like, are you serious? I definitely think Bumped is going to turn into a banned book. I mean, there's so much controversy going on in here, and so many things approach that it's you can just see it coming. So there's contracts going on here. The particular girl here, she is in the works of getting a contract made to bump with another guy. And so the adoptive parents, what they do is they shop around the girls that are available and the guys that are available, and then they match up who they want to put together for their type of baby, and they write up a contract for how much money and what their agreement is, and the kids, they bump and give their children for the contract. And with that comes many different things. I mean, like, What if you're not chosen by anybody? If you're not given money for your babies, how are you going to get through college? So many issues brought up here that it gives me a headache thinking about it. But I'm so glad that I picked this book up, because it got me thinking about things that I've never thought of before. It made me realize how I feel about things going on today, like the abortion issues, about surrogacy, surrogate mothers, adoption, all of these things that, are going on now, how I can relate somewhat to the books, what's going on in the books. So, all kinds of things. There's drugs brought up. Sorry, I'm looking at the reading guide that I printed out. There's drugs. There's, like I said, faith, lots of religion. How being pregnant is looked upon by the society. What happens if you don't get a contract? The girls that feel the need that they're not good enough, or desperate. That's the word that I was thinking of before. Desperate. Becomes a desperate need, with money and stuff. If you aren't qualified, if you're not getting what the other people are, there's a lot of jealousy and desperate acts that happen with that when you can't match up and be what everybody else is viewing as what you should be. For example, the girl in here, and I don't know if this is a spoiler, and I'm sorry if it is, but the girl goes under, she starts dating the most popular guy to be bumped with, and his name is John Doe. And it becomes a big, huge popularity thing. They get followed by the paparazzi. It becomes a huge television thing that these two are going to bump and sell their child for so much money, and they're going to, have the best lives ever because they're the winners. So, it's just incredible. Wow. It really is a speechless book. I totally recommend everybody to pick it up. Talk about it. Think about it. And I don't even know how to call this a book review. I'm not even going to label it a book review. It is literally my ramblings about this book, and I can't put a thought process together to make any sense. But I do want to talk about it. And I want to read it again, even though parts of it, they just disturb me, and they wow. Read it. That's all I have to say. So I'll see you guys later, and thanks for watching. And I apologize to those that wanted something a little bit more out of me, because just speechless. So thank you for watching. I'll be back soon. Bye.